Hello everyone, welcome to SAFC Fan TV Match Day Live from the Stadium of Light against Burnley. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me, if you're reading me okay. I'm just going to try and edit this screen slightly. Ooh. That's going to be as good as it gets. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me in the comments, guys. And before we kick off, of course, as always, get your predictions in. Like to know who's going to be closer. I expected an absolute goal glut for this one. Hi, Kev. Hearing you good. Thanks for that. Much appreciated. Yeah, I was expecting a complete goal glut for this. Loads of goals, but it should be interesting. 2-0 says Kev, 75. 2-2 says Dean, SAFC. I predicted on Fan TV that it'd be 5-4 to Sunderland. And just for continuity purposes, I put £1 on the same bet, which is 150 to 1, just for the record. So my accumulator's already gone out the window because I think United drew. So at least Ahmad scored. He's on my fantasy team. There we go. Swings and roundabouts. Anyway, the team today, very unchanged, obviously, apart from the glaringly obvious change that we've all come to see in the news over the last few days, which is Mundle starting and no signs of Clark anywhere on bus route to Ipswich. Patterson, Hume, O'Nine, Elise, Sirkin, Neil, Bellingham, Roberts, Rigg, Mundle, and Mayenda up front. United lost. It was 1-1 last time I checked. They never got one back, did they? Ahmad scored their equaliser, but I'm sure I was on 90 plus 5. Yeah, interestingly though, good starting 11 as far as I'm concerned, but the bench, we've got Moore, Ballard, Brown, Rusin, Triantis, Yelder, Pervada, Watson, and Ekwa. So some good strength on the bench with Brown possibly coming on, or Brownie if you're Emma. And Pervada would be nice to see what he can offer at this stage. Let me know where you're watching from. We've got 33 people in here already. Really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And I'll try my best to keep up with the match with you. Got big shoes to fill now because Philly and Emma did the first one where we won and I wasn't there. Conrad did the next one on his own where we won and I wasn't there. So 95th minute goal. Oh, well, there goes my hacker completely. Out the window. Out the window. All right. J. Pedro, 90 plus 5. Wow. Is this the year United get relegated? That'll be funny. That would be funny. So, Burnley's lined up. I don't know how much you know about these guys, but a few Premier League faces in there. We've got Trafford in goal, Perez, Steve, Steve. I like just Steve. Egan Riley, Roberts, Vitinho. Yeah, Brownhill, Visengo. Not saying that one. Hoonton. Okay, yeah, him. 37. Foster and Rodriguez. Appreciate you being here, Kev. Much appreciated. It'll be as live as it possibly can be. Watching the stadium fill up at the moment. If anyone's in the stadium close to the dugouts, just turn around and give a wave and I'll see you. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I'm doing good, Mick Steele's Mick D. How are you doing? Bristolian Mackham's going for 2-1 to Sunderland. Who's your scorers? Who's your scorers today? Is Mayenda broken his striker's curse and going to bag back-to-back games? Yeah, it wasn't his biological mum, but she was the mum of his sister or mum of his brother or something like that. But yeah, it's fair play to him. There's no chance of us getting him back now, is there? Not with United started him on games and stuff. Bristolian Mackham says Meander and Job for the goals. Charlie agrees. Brian Scotian Mackham. Hey Mike, long time no see. Last time I was painting the ceiling, guessing that I'm doing at 11 o'clock this morning. Are you not painting the ceiling again? Do you just keep changing your mind of the colour, or is there a constant leak? What's going on there? Ben Rollins says, I'm going for a 2-1 win Sunderland. Brian Scotia Mackham goes 3-2. I'm going to star these and we'll check at the end who did all right. There's Dean's, there's Kev's. I think that's all we had. Roofing. Should do the roofing before you paint the ceiling. Now, I don't want to tell you how to do your job or anything, but, you know, no point painting the ceiling if the roof's not done. If we win this, we do go top, yes. Leeds won, I believe, but they've not won 3, so we can actually check really quickly because the powers of Google. Let's have a look. The table, please. There we go. There's the table. Look at that. Live as you're watching. So, obviously level on points. Goal difference. They've +2 on us for the goal difference. Watford are yet to play as well. So it depends because Watford are 2 behind us. So Watford could also go top. Leeds have already played. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Us and Watford can both go top today. Who have Watford got? Watford have got Derby County. Oh dear. Well, Watford could definitely go top then. If they score 2 more than whatever we get. So, there you go. Pull this back up just so we can see it. This is more for my reference than yours. So when I see like, oh look, there we go. Wilson's on the pitch in the centre circle, clapping the crowd, cheering, waving. Good lad. He's done the right thing. His first impressions on the club, saying that he wants to score goals, singing his name, stuff like that, shows his appreciation. I've got a lot of respect for this lad. I'm not sure about this Koku, whoever we're looking at as well. Mick D says, I had a 1-1 draw, but it appears a few Burnley players not playing, so he's going to go 1-0 Sunderland. There we go. Danny D says, Roberts and Neil 2-0. Roberts deserved a goal in the last one, to be fair, I think. Charlie, you can't miss Clark yet. It's not allowed. You can't miss him. Oh, there's a flag up for him as well. Fair play. Look at that. Love that. Bless. You miss him, but do you blame him? What do you think about Jack Clark going? Can you blame the lad for getting Premier League football? Or is it yet again the regime's fault for not meeting wage demands? Charlie was at the Sunderland versus Sheffield Wednesday match. Bristolian Mackham says, my great uncle Alfie Young from Sunderland played for England, Huddersfield and Durham. He was a centre-back, beat Germany 6-3. Nice. Roku Simuk, yeah. That Roku looks, his stats are terrible, but this Wilson doesn't look too bad. We'll see how he gets out. I like Mendy still to come, so we shall see. Yeah, Brian Scotia Mackham says, can't blame it at all. He's at the point in his career to make the transition. All the red and white flags flying high there in the stadium lights. Good crowd. And there's Samson getting some photos of the kids with his new Hummel shirt on. Not overly that many people wearing the Nan's Curtains third strip. What do you guys think of the third strip? I wasn't overly impressed with it. I don't know. The more I see it, the more it's like, yeah, okay, it's okay. It's something different. But yeah, I love seeing Riggs starting. Yes, definitely. Deserves it after the last performance, to be fair. Charlie says he doesn't like the third strip too much. That was his exact words. I'm not paraphrasing at all. He said, not great. Not great. Won't be buying that one then, Charlie, no. That's definitely going to be if it's reduced to £10 after the last game of the season in the shop, I might grab it. What's more insulting, though, the pyjama style pattern or the black and white chevrons on the shoulder? Here come the lads coming out now. I've got no audio. Don't know why I'm wearing headphones. It's just like child cancelling headphones. That's what they're for. I've got the home and away, yes. But you know, to say I've got all three, it'd be nice. But yeah, only when it's the reduced price because they realise they can't sell it. Burnley all in black today in their away strip. I think that's their second strip. For the record, in case anybody doesn't know, I'm sat in Burnley at the moment. Went out yesterday wearing, not this one, the 2007 one. And today I'll be going shopping after the game wearing this. So hopefully we'll smash them. Hard to find kits here in the States. LU Soccer Steels will probably deliver to you for the unofficial replicas. That's an option. But yeah, I'm not sure. What's the international delivery like for the club shop? I've never obviously needed it. I want to see Mundle slide right into this role now. Absolutely dominate this game. And just like have us going, Clark, who? Ambitious, I know. Masengo. Hutonji. I think that's right. 87. Just trying to get my pronunciations right before I'm midstream. I need to set up a banner with the score, so we're ready for that. There we go. I'll pop that across once they kick off. Come on, Sunderland. Let's have it. This is it for me. If we can beat these comfortably, there should be no stopping us. Which ref? I didn't see which ref, Mick. I didn't see. Who's the referee? Get in here. Doesn't say the ref, does it? No. And we're off. Burnley kicking off all the way back to their keeper first for a long ball forward. Apologise if I'm a little rusty. We'll just try and get through this. Comes as far as 09, who sees it out for a throw. Nice and comfortable and throws it back to Patterson. No pressure on Patterson here. Could take his time. Puts it out to Elise. who's running with it forward. Still going, man on his back now. Offloads it there to Sirkin, to Job. Job's got 3 around him, does manage to get away, gets it back to Elise. Still in the Sunderland half here, all the way across to 09. 09 across to Hume. Hume back to 09. Burnley being very disciplined here. They are pressing a little now. Hume gets a long foot forward through it, trying to find Meander. Doesn't, comes back to the centre. Job makes a great tackle to dispossess them in the centre. Gives it to Neil, to Elise. Elise got Sirkin running in front of him, but he finds Mundle. Mundle now with it, back to the centre to Dan Neil. Is that Neil? Yes. I got to check my numbers. It comes out onto the right, and unfortunately, Rig can't keep it in for a throw to Burnley, just in line with their penalty area. Taken while the EFL cameramen were looking at something completely different, as always. Long ball forward, it's surging. Burnley coming down the left-hand side. Sliding tackle in there from Elise. Puts the danger out. Almost one-on-one with the keeper. Brilliant tackle there from Elise. Hutonji is going to take this one for Burnley. No nonsense. Puts it right out. That was a proper John Smith's have it moment there from Elise. And during the replay, they've taken it and, you know, it's just in play again. Anyway, Burnley have it now. Sunderland pressing them all the way back to the halfway line. We're going to look at the side of Labre's head for some reason. And all of a sudden, we're in the Burnley half. Jesus, these EFL cameramen and directors need shooting. Oh, we've had a time hop. That's what's going on there. Let's go time warp again. Apologise for this. Now we've got the same as last time where it does this stupid jump every so often. There we go. Sorry about that. Back here, we're 3.5 minutes in, and the ball is with Patterson. To Elise. Just walks it all the way to the halfway line. No options there. Gives it back to 09. 09 to Hume. Hume on the right here to Roberts. Back to Hume. Back to 09. It's nice to see Ballard on the bench as well, by the way. Shows that he's back to his fitness. Ball on the left with Sirkin. Gets past his man, no problems. Got Mundle, dinks it to Mundle in front of him. Mundle's making a run. Tries to cut it into the centre. It's right in the centre. Oh! It was a shot with Rig coming in. And it just goes right of the post. Excellent play from Sunderland. 4.5 minutes in. First shot and opportunity there. Sirkin, clever little dink to Mundle. Mundle's running in. He just cuts it right across the centre with power. Comes to Rig's feet, but he can't quite guide it into the netting. Happy birthday, Thomas. There you go. Hope you have a good day. Hope we get a win for your birthday, Thomas. Burnley with it now. Rig dispossesses. Rig and Joe both playing really well to dispossess Burnley in the centre a few times now. Burnley have it again, just on the halfway line. Trying to find a way through. Sunderland looking pretty solid at the moment. Touch wood. It's on the left with Burnley. Just passing it around amongst their defence. Trying to find a way through. But we're not giving them an inch. Straight in there with the tackle. Mundle takes it away. It's got 2 to take on. Oh, gets tackled, but it goes out for a Sunderland throw. Mundle's there. Jumped on that opportunity there. Throw taken by Sirkin to Job. Back to Sirkin. Sirkin's going to be fouled. Got to be calling that, ref. Come on. Linesman didn't call it. Ref must have. Taken quickly. Back to Elise. All the way back to Patterson. He's got 09 with him, but he'll give it back across to Elise. To Sirkin. Back to Elise. Is it Elise? Elise? I don't know. I'm saying Elise. All the way forward, tries to find Mundle. Mundle couldn't quite get his foot to it. Goes out for a Burnley throw. Halfway inside the Burnley half on the far side. Mr. Houdini must be a Burnley fan, says, should be a Sunderland win. We're missing many players, 2 goalkeepers and 3 academy players on the bench. We've got academy players on the bench as well. So, I mean, we've got one starting technically. Riggs probably the youngest guy there. Roberts takes it from the centre now. He's got some good support. He's going to go all the way. Gives it off to the right. Oh, pass into the centre. Mundle with an attempted overhead kick. Doesn't quite connect. Sirkin with the shot. And it comes out again. Deflected. 2 or 3 shots there back to back. Sorry about the splur. I lost track. It was Hume all the way up there inside the box. That's what confused me. Rig battling now, trying to get the ball back off Burnley. It's in their corner. They're going to pass it round and they're going to work it out now here. Sunderland maintaining this high pressure constantly, Sunderland. Burnley will pass it across the right now and find space to break out. All the way across to the right. Long ball forward. There could be Burnley getting onto this. Mundle giving legs to try and chase it. Into the centre. Elise gets the head to Sirkin, who will take it away. He's got 2 with him. Gets it across to Mundle. Mundle getting absolutely mullered off 3 people there and does get the foul as well, despite Burnley protests. And they run off with the ball where Job tries to fight him for it. And they're going to earn himself a yellow card for that one. There we go. First yellow card going to Burnley. My score prediction, you don't want to know. You don't want to know, Charlie. It was 5-4 to Sunderland, my score prediction. It's just, wild. How's Mundle looked? I imagine he's probably up for it after Clark leaving, says Thomas Lister. Yeah, he does. He looks quite up for it. Obviously, he's got some big shoes to fill, but I think he's definitely got what it takes. Just needs the right opportunity. At the moment, he's been jumped on. He's had the ball. He's had 3 people around him. Back to the game. We are nearly coming up to 9 minutes. Sunderland with it in defence. Pass it all the way back to Patterson. Never say never, Charlie. Never say never. Long ball forward, searching for Mienda. Mienda could get onto it, but no, he's muscled out by Burnley's number 6, Egan Riley. And Burnley will come away with it now. Job tackles it in the centre to give Burnley a throw, but to stop that counter-attack. Job's been absolutely on fire here. He's doing really well. And I was his biggest critic towards the end of last season, so fair play. Roberts there. Oh, Roberts gets the tackle. Could be running onto it, but gets tripped on the way through. Not even a card for that one. The foul called, but yeah. He dispossesses and the guy hooks his feet. I've lost the ball, so I'll trip you up, and doesn't get a card. Ridiculous. Taken during the replay. Sunderland in possession here. No 9 with it on the halfway line. Puts it out right to Roberts. Roberts has got Rigg on the overlap. Rigg's going to be tackled here, and he'll go out for a Sunderland throw, though. Just in line with the penalty area on this near side. Roberts will take. Has he got a long throw, Roberts? He's got short arms. Yeah, I'm gonna say he'll pass it on to Hume. Hume will take it short anyway. Comes back to Hume, digs it inside to Rigg. Rigg in the centre, goes across the face of goal, but nobody was there to attack it. Burnley player helps it on. It's only gone as far as Mundle on the outside, gives it to Job. Job looking for a way through on the edge of the area. All the way back now here to, I think that was 09 now with it. Roberts on the right-hand side. Sunderland looking for a way through here. Roberts swings one into the centre. Mienda jumping, but he can't get on the end of it. Unlucky there. It's all Sunderland at the moment. Looking good for us. Let's keep this momentum up. Here in Brazil is not being shown on any channel. That sucks. Need to be converting these chances. Definitely. Roberts, I love that delivery from Roberts. That little swinger he's got. He deserves a goal off one of them. He's going to have a free kick at some point. He's going to curl one of them Larson-esque goals. Anzi Sports, if you're in Brazil, you should be able to get it through the club. If you're sunning it on a tropical climate, you can order it straight from the club website because you're not in the UK. The 3 o'clock rules only count for the people in the UK. I'm bringing you commentary, obviously, live from Barbados. He did. It's Burnley with it, by the way, in their half, just passing it amongst their defenders. Sunderland not pushing too high here. Don't want to be caught on this counter. Burnley's Roberts to Steve. Is that Steve? No, that's Masengo all the way back in defence. Long ball forward for Burnley. Patterson is out to it, gathers it, no problems. Gives a quick short one to Elise. Back to Patterson. 209 this time. 09 to Hume. Back to 09 to Roberts on the right. Back to Hume. Hume and 09 keep switching positions a bit. One goes to the outside, one cuts in. It's nice how fluidly they can do that. Slotting ball. Great ball through there to the centre to Job, who gets a dig onto Sirkin. Then a long ball forward with Mundle's going to find the end of this one. Mundle on the outside. Ready looking to deliver. Will he cut inside? A shot. Oh, dear. Cuts on the inside. Jack Clark-esque. But the shot is very high and very wide. But he's got something about him. Come on. Give him time. Give him time. Honestly, it looked exactly like how Clark cuts in on the inside and then goes for the shot. The shot was just a bit wild. Change that lad's boots. Borough scored. Ah, no. We don't want that. My boss is a Borough fan. Long ball. Burnley's just going for this long ball each time. Going for this long ball. It ends up with Patterson, nice and safe. We can take them all day long. Elise, Neil. Neil to 09. 09 looking for his options. Across to Elise again. Burnley not pressing. Sunderland in no rush here. Long ball forward to find Mundle. No, it's Job, sorry, on the end of that one this time. Job the furthest forward. He's got Mundle with him for backup. Gives it to Mundle now. Mundle all the way back to Sirkin. Sirkin all the way back to Elise. Still inside the Burnley half. All the Sunderland players are inside the Burnley half here. Hume. Cross to Elise. To Job. Little dink. Neil couldn't control that. Burnley come away with it. Trying to find a way through. Bad pass. Cut out by Sirkin. Very well. Very well read. Gives it to Mundle on the left-hand side. Mundle's got 2 in front of him. Slots it through the centre to Sirkin. Into the centre. Kicks. Oh! It's in the middle of nowhere. Roberts has got an opportunity. Oh! It shoots and it hits and off the player. Goes to the keeper's hands. That's twice that the ball has gone across the face of goal. Almost at slow motion. And nobody's tapping on the end of it. That's where Mayenda needs to be reading that. I'm confident we'll go up this season. Yes, I definitely am. Well, that was not Clark-esque. It definitely wasn't. The shot wasn't. If that's what you're on about. Haaland's goal, is it? Nice. Haaland's in my fantasy team. Good stuff. Yeah, definitely. That long ball is what they're looking for each time. So the counter-attack is what they're watching. But I think Labrie must have studied that, because although we've been pressing, we've never overcommitted and we've stood off when we needed to. So I'm really confident with this manager. I really am, this coach. I think Régis Labrie has got something about him. He's definitely got us playing better. Or if you're superstitious, it's the new kits. It's all about the new kits. Kevin De Bruyne. Did De Bruyne score from inside or outside of the area? I've got a weird bet on that he'll score one from each. Oh, off the ball foul there. Sorry, I'm too busy caught up with the comments. Off the ball foul there on Dan Neil. It's a Sunderland free kick just inside the Burnley half. We are coming up to 17 minutes. It's still 0-0. Thank you for being here. 117 people watching. Please make sure you smash that like button. If you're watching on a mobile, close the chat, hit like, and then reopen the chat. It really does help the channel. And if you're new, consider subscribing. And we're going to set up for this free kick now. Thomas Lester, I had triple on Haaland as well. I put my triple on this captain's on Haaland this week as well. Here we go. Free kick to be taken here. Long looping ball going out to the far left-hand side. I think that's Elise there. Tries to dink it into the centre again. Oh, it does manage to get it across, but it lands into the keeper's hands. Bit of a waste there. I think that was a bit long for that free kick. Will Henderson ever return to Sunderland? I'd like to think so one day. Mundle, I don't know how old he is now. Mundle on the edge of the box here, trying to get past. They've got 3 or 4 marking him every time, honestly. It's like they've set up to play Jack Clark on that side, but Mundle's there now, so he's getting the same sort of 3-man marking that Clark would get. It's gone out for a corner here to Sunderland on the right-hand side. Looking for a ginger beard and shiny head in the crowd to see if we could spot Conrad. Mundle's come up to give the short option on the corner. This could be something of the training ground. It is taken short. Mundle then puts it out into the centre. Delivered looping ball. Nobody on the end of it. It was who was that? It was Neil who tried to deliver that, but Burnley now on this counter-attack we're worried about. But the speed of Sunderland getting back. Elise and 09 looked like they were in a sprinter's race there. We've got plenty of men back behind the ball now. No problems. Wow. Done some fitness, these lads, I'm telling you now. Burnley trying to find a way through, probing just inside the Sunderland half here. Roberts flying around trying to dispossess, and he manages to... How he's come out with... So Roberts goes to dispossess, kneels down, ball between his knees, stands up, and he's got the ball between his knees, does a couple of little bunny hops with it between his knees, and then drops it, and Burnley kick it out. So we've won the throw. That was 09-esque. That was brilliant. Something's happened here because we're having a water break. Let's have a quick look at your comments to catch up. Looks like is it the Burnley keeper's down? Must have been hit by a pie. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have no audio on, so my guess is as good as yours at the moment. You might think I'm crazy, but I think Aston Villa will win the Prem. I think you're absolutely insane. Thomas Lister, Rogue, if you do, you got Savinio, 3 assists, 2 score, and 3 in 4 minutes. I think I had a stroke trying to read that then. And Charlie's just laughing. Yes, we're a bit of a breaking play now. And while there's a breaking play, I need to check what is going on with this Manchester City game. It is 3-1 as well. Oh. Ipswich need Clark very badly. Haaland, De Bruyne, and Haaland again. There's a penalty, the first one. Wow. My fantasy team's wonderful. I need to see... where can I see... anybody watching or seen the City game? Can they let me know if De Bruyne's goal was from outside or inside the area? That would be helpful. He's up and he's jumping about. They obviously give him some sort of magic juice. That is the same keeper, right? It's not a sub. I didn't see him miss a sub, did I? Sunderland with it here now. Back in play. Elise. 101 people watching. Thank you for being here. Elise with it. He's got Sirkin to his left. Gives it to Sirkin. He's got Mundle on the inside. Little dink to Mundle. This passing is very precise and without any space at all. I'm liking the look of it. It's come all the way back to Patterson now. 209. Hume. Slightly out of position. Long ball forward there, trying to find Mundle. Trying to find Sirkin was closest, but it didn't find either. It goes out for a Burnley throw on the far side, just inside the Burnley half. Ipswich spending like drunken sailors only to come back right down. Steals Mick D says. Love it. Burnley now on the attack here, looking to slot one through. Same sort of long ball, just on the floor instead of over the top. Sunderland come away with it. Roberts down the right-hand side. Roberts gives it to Mienda. Mienda's got the ball there on the right-hand side with Roberts. 1-2. They've got 4 Burnley shirts around them. Roberts gets a deflection, gets absolutely shoulder barged off the ball. That was way aggressive, and we will get the free kick in on the far right-hand side. Could be a nice area for a set piece, this one. Roberts is looking good this season, to be fair. That was ridiculous. That wasn't a slight shoulder barge. That was a rugby tackle. No ref's not going to call that at this level. You barely get away with that one in Sunday League. We've got Mundle and Roberts stood over this one. I think it'll be Roberts to take. Or Mundle could be setting up. I'm not sure here. It's Roberts. Delivers into the centre. Keeper gets his fist to it. Punches out. Only as far as Neil, who delivers it back into the centre, but the keeper gets hold of it. Hey dear. Hey dear. Definitely looks like we're having the lion's share of this at the moment. 24 minutes gone. Still Sunderland 0, Burnley 0. 117 people watching. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit like. It really does help the channel. Love to get past 100 likes. If we could do that before halftime, that would be awesome. And don't forget to leave comments in the chat. Tell me how much better than Conrad I am at commentary. It's always appreciated. Burnley passing it around between their 2 centre-backs and the keeper. Mundle's going to come all the way forward. Sunderland got the pressure very high here, right up into the Burnley box. The keeper will hoof it away, only as far as now with Roberts. Back to Hume. Hume to 09. 09 across to Elise. Elise bringing it forward. He's got Sirkin out to his left. He's got Job in front of him. Gives it to Sirkin. Sirkin now. 2 people in front of him. Pads it back to Elise. Across to 09. Sunderland looking for that gap through the centre. 09 to the right to Hume. Little dink on to Rigg. Rigg in the centre with it. Gets it across. Looping ball to Mundle. Mundle takes it on the far left-hand side. Just coming inside the area now. Loops a little pass over the top. Oh, it could have been lovely for Roberts, but he hits it and it comes back to Mundle. And Mundle shoots and he scores. Tell me there's no flag up. What a goal. Get in. There you go. Jack Who goes to the crowd, gets absolutely swamped. What an absolute legend that was. Superb. I'm saying Mundle. I think it was Mundle. But his first initial pass, yeah, it was. His first initial pass was like a little lob pass over the top of everyone. Roberts looked like he was taking the strike, miskicked it. It kind of came back to Mundle, who just took the opportunity. Shot from a tight angle, far right corner. What a goal. Come on. Yeah, look at the replay. What a goal. Far, far post, literally. What an angle that was. Jack Who? Come on. Mr. Houdini, our resident Burnley fan, is not happy. Get in. Come on. Love it. Love it. Oh, update the banner. Update the banner, Mike. Professionalism always. Come on. Burnley have kicked off already. Back to their keeper. Long ball forward. I think that's how you spell it. Never mind. Doesn't get very far. Comes all the way back to the Burnley keeper again. Sunderland standing off here, not looking for this quick counter-attack. We're at 27 minutes in. It's with the Burnley keeper. They seem to be trying to invite us forward for this long ball. As long as the backs stay on point, we're good. Job there. Great tackle by Mundle. Job came in for the loose ball, but Mundle's been penalised for it. And it's a free kick to Burnley, just inside their own half here. And they'll take a little free kick back to their keeper. Keeper's all the way out, halfway inside their half. Get the ball, go for a lob, guys. Some passing there. Terrible passing by Burnley, jumped on by Dan Neil, gives it to Mundle. Mundle runs past two, but gives it back to Elise. Elise across to 09. 09 now with it. He's got Hume in front of him, puts it out slightly right to Rigg. Rigg's come back, give it to 09 again. 09 to Elise. Sunderland looking very good, very fluid in this game. Elise down the left-hand side to Sirkin. Sirkin tries to get it past his man, but it doesn't. Burnley come away with it. Get it all the way back to their defence to try and retain a bit of possession. Burnley with it here on the left-hand side. Pressure staying on. Rigg keeping that pressure on this time. Seem to be taking turns to keep that pressure on the players so they don't get fatigued. It's really well done, to be fair. In the centre now, Job looking to try and dispossess. Burnley with it here. Job does get the tackling. It goes out for a Burnley throw just inside the Burnley half on the far side. Back to the comments. Mundolinho. I'm not going to say that. That's going to be a nightmare to try and say. Look at that replay of the goal here. There was calls for offside. I'd like to see that from the different angle later on, maybe. Oscar's singing a song. I'm just going to leave you to that, Oscar. Did somebody say the Smoggies are getting beat? What's the Middlesbrough score? We'll check the halftime scores anyway later on. Burnley with it here. Passing it amongst their defence, going out to the right-hand side. Job keeping that pressure on yet again. We've had another one of our weird little time loops, so I do apologise. I'm probably slightly behind you now. Nightmare. Flip Newcastle. Right, Burnley in possession, 29 minutes. We've got the clock at the moment. Sorry, the feed is a bit dodgy, so we do seem to jump the time every so often. But I'll try and persevere if you're ahead of me. Shh, no spoilers, no spoilers. Burnley with it, just managing to pass it around with their back four. Sunderland standing right off at this stage. Yeah. Rigg playing the furthest forward. There's that long ball through. Almost finds its target this time, but 09 slides in and manages to get it. Has a little word with Hume. And every single break, we're going to see the replay of the goal. Oh, they're looking for the offside. He's not offside. He's not, you know. It's a good call by the linesman. It's a good call. Burnley have it now on the halfway line, going forward down the right-hand side with Foster. Foster's got four around him. Offloads it into the centre, comes through. Oh, dangerous ball. 09 slides and manages to get his foot into it to stop the momentum. And Mundle will rescue it on the left-hand side and take the foul to get the free kick and take the pressure off. Well played, very professional, superb. Love Luke 09, says George Careless. Do I know any Brazilian teams? Isn't that Young Boys Brazilian? I can't remember who signed. Sure, we signed someone from there. Patterson now, 209. Back to Patterson. Foster playing high, trying to keep the pressure on for Burnley. Comes out to Elise on the left. That long ball they're playing forward each time is to that Hontonji. I can't pronounce his name properly, but he seems to be the threat for that long ball. He's quite tall as well. Burnley managed to win the throw here. But they'll put it all the way back to their centre-back, trying to get it across to the other side. 31 and a half minutes gone. Burnley just keeping possession in their own half. Sunderland happy to stand off and let them have it at this moment. Don't think we want to rest on our laurels at 1-0. We need to be pushing this all the way. That's Swiss. Corinthians, Mike. All right, okay. Burnley just maintaining possession. It's just passing it around at the back. Obviously, their game plan is to draw us out to try for this long ball. There's the Hoofy long ball again, trying to find this 37. 09's got him covered. No, it's Foster, sorry, trying to get that. Foster fouls 09. Sunderland win the free kick. Just inside our own half here. Pervader warming up on the sideline, I could see there. Apologise for any background crying. It's the school holidays. What are you going to do? Patterson throwing everyone forward, saying go up. He's going to take the free kick here from this side after throwing it forward a couple of feet. There we go. Patterson sends it forward. All the way forward. And it goes out for a throw inside the Burnley half. He was trying to find Mienda, but yeah, it wasn't quite distributed quite well there. Burnley to take this throw. Taking the time. The ball goes all the way back to the Burnley keeper. Puts it forward to 6, Egan Riley. Over to the right-hand side, De Vintio. Back to the keeper. To a Steve now. The Steve back to the Burnley keeper. Steve! Long ball forward on the floor from the keeper. Interesting kick. On 9, puts his foot onto it. Gets it to Job. Job to Mundle. Back to Sirkin. Back to Mundle. Mundle now looking for his options. Gives it back to Elise. Elise across to 09. 09 long ball forward, trying to find Roberts, but it's overcooked. That was actually Rig running in there. She's not had any. No. Pressure there on Sunderland. Burnley get it back to their keeper. Now it's Burnley bringing it out from the back. The score is 1-0 to Sunderland. Daniel Squires, appreciate you joining us. 131 people in here. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes by halftime. That would be awesome. If you're watching on mobile, just close the chat, hit the thumbs up, then reopen the chat. Burnley trying this hoofing long ball. We're good to it every time. Sirkin gets his head to it, trying to find Job. Rig gets the knock on to Mienda. Oh, unfortunately, the defender just got a foot to it. And then the head back into the keeper's hands. Distribution, long throw from the keeper out to the left-hand side. Dan Neal is on it like a car bonnet. He's got Roberts out into the front of him to his right. Gives it to Roberts. Roberts has got 2 to get past. Turning, trying to cut down the right-hand side. He is absolutely swamped. He's got some support now in the Hume. Hume gives it into the centre to Neal. To Roberts on the right-hand side. Roberts trying to cut across, looking for options. Puts it all the way back to Elise on the far left, who puts it forward to Mundle. Mundell now on this left-hand side. He's got Job with him. He's got Neil with him. Gives it to Elise, who gives it to Neil. Neil across to Hume. Hume on the right to Roberts. Roberts, little dinky back heel, lovely to Rig, and Rig onto it quickly on this right-hand side. Cuts the ball into the centre. Oh, it's to Hume, but Hume's got a heavy touch and it goes out for a Burnley goal kick. Nice little back heel there by Roberts. Oh, flashbacks. He's playing wonderful. Listening in from Brooklyn, NYC. How are the lads? Lovely. Love it. New York City there. Welcome, Josie CT. RBL's got away with these lads. He definitely has. It was my first time seeing Sunderland win against Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, wow. That's sad times. That's the first time you've seen a win. Oh, dear. Sunderland now dispossess Burnley. On the left-hand side, calls for offside. Job gets it across the face of goal, but it goes too far, and Roberts can't get on the end of it either. It's going to be a Burnley throw. Sucked in. This game's too intense to even read the comments at the moment. If I miss your comments, I do apologise. 126 people in the live stream. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We do this all the time, as well as some great, a great Sunday brunch catch-up show and other content. It's brilliant. And you can become a member for just $1.99 a month. That's 50p a week to be a member and get all the exclusive content and enter prizes to win shirts. We've given away quite a few so far. Anyway, back to the game, and Burnley have it in their defence all the way back to the keeper. We are 37 minutes in, still Sunderland 1, Burnley 0. Burnley coming forward now. On the left-hand side, some great pressure every time from Sunderland. It was Rig that came in to dispossess him there. Burnley throw on the halfway line. Burnley throw now. Puts it all the way back to the keeper. Their keeper plays very far out for somebody that's losing 1-0. Very risky. Oh, Burnley caught in possession again. That was Mundell who manages to dispossess, but manages to turn, looks to get the throw. It looks like it should have been our throw, but the ref has given it the other way to Burnley. On the far side, just over the halfway line into the Burnley half. They've taken it quickly now. And it's with Burnley inside the Sunderland half, just passing it amongst themselves. Sunderland happy to stand off at this stage and let them have it. 38 minutes in, 1-0 up. Not enough that. We need some more. We need some more. If we're going to get close to my 5-4 prediction, I'd like 5. You know, I'm not greedy. I don't mind if Burnley don't get the 4. It's fine. I'll survive. Excuse me. Burnley still trying to probe to get it to Sunderland. The reason I'm not telling you much is because not much is happening. It's with Steve. Puts it out to this Hodgingling on the. Now it's Foster for Burnley. Getting dispossessed by Dan Neil and trips over the ball for his measures, and Sunderland win the throw. Excellent play there by Dan Neil. Hume looking for options for this throw. No rush. Long throw forward, trying to find Rig, but it's cut out. Oh, a Job runs over the top of Masengo and gets a card for his troubles. Yellow card, I think, for Job for the foul on Masengo. Burnley free kick just inside the Sunderland half. Yeah, it was just a late tackle. I don't think it warranted a card. There's been worse tackles than that. Never liked long sleeve football tops till this new kit, and now I'm thinking I want to get myself the long sleeve one. So, Burnley free kick here. Brownhill stood over it. Looks like he'll be taking this one. Burnley lined up on the edge of the Sunderland penalty area. Oh, fakes it, and it's taken instead by number 23. but it comes to nothing. Sunderland managed to pick it up and try to get a ball forward quickly there to another foul. Try to get a ball forward to Mundle, but it doesn't quite reach him, and in his eagerness to get back, he goes through the back of a player and does commit the foul there. It's a free kick here, halfway inside the Sunderland half, closer to the penalty area this time on the right-hand side. 40.5 minutes gone. Still Sunderland 1, Burnley 0. Nine setting up the defensive line here. Brownhill over this one again. Is he going to take it this time, or is he going to dummy it again? Nope. Brownhill takes it, loops into the centre. Sunderland head onto it. Oh, Mundle gets pulled down by the arm in the centre of the box, and Sunderland will have the free kick. We'll take that one. That diffuses that really quickly. Mundle's been integral in this game, obviously with the goal, but just in general. Moments, it was a slight shirt pull, but he did definitely make the most of that one on the replay. It looked worse than that in full speed, but yeah, the shirt pull was enough. Dan Neal picked up a yellow card during all that of exchange as well, so I'm not sure what that was for. Long ball forward from Patterson here, finds the head of Job, who tries to knock it on for Mienda. It's back with the Burnley defence, back with the Burnley keeper. Mienda keeping the pressure high. Roberts following up. Very high pressure here from Sunderland up in the Burnley half. Mienda really battling trying to get that. It goes back to the Burnley keeper. Burnley passing it around. This is a high pace, high intensity game, especially like the pressure they're putting on these defenders. And every so often they'll stand off like this, but let Burnley have it at the back. Try to get a long ball forward again there. I think it was a 9 that met that to get it clear. And it will be a Burnley throw just inside the Sunderland half on the far side. Halfway inside by the time he walks far enough. Throw back to Burnley's defence with their centre-back, Egan Riley, in the centre circle. Puts it to Foster, who is quite far back on this left-hand side now for some reason. And then we have Masengo with it. Back to Egan Riley. Out to the right-hand side. Back to Egan Riley, sat in the centre. He's like Burnley's version of back to Ballard. Masengo, back to Egan Riley. Puts it forward, and it goes back again to Egan Riley. All the way out to the right-hand side for Burnley. Still all around the halfway, around the centre circle. Back to Egan Riley in the centre circle. Forward to Foster. Foster takes it past Roberts. Offloads it. Then the pass back to Egan Riley in the centre circle. Burnley still trying to find a way forward, trying to find a gap through this Sunderland team who's looking pretty solid, to be fair, especially 44 minutes into this game. Back to Egan Riley. And it's off to the left to Foster. Why is Foster playing so far back? That's really odd. Masengo. It's out to the right for Burnley now. Trying to find their way through. Halfway inside the Sunderland half. Trying to look for a way past Mundle. Can't find one. Passes it all the way back. And passes it back to Egan Riley. Who puts it out to the right again. Looking for that same sort of pass through. And doesn't get past Sirkin. Sirkin gets a foot in. Well followed up there by, I think that was Dan Neal, but Sirkin with it now making the run. He's got Masengo chasing him. Masengo gets a foot in as Sirkin tried to deliver the ball. And it deflects. Burnley take it now. Burnley with Masengo. Now in the centre. Pushing forward. Foster with it. Giving it out to the left-hand side. Burnley coming down their left. Passes it back into Masengo, back to Egan Riley. Burnley with it in the centre circle here. No real pressure, no real intensity coming from the Burnley team. Just looking for that one gap through the middle. And that wasn't it. That went straight to 09, who gives it to Rig, to Job. Job now to Neil. Neil to Elise. To Sirkin. Sirkin back to Elise. Elise gives it to Patson. Patson's going to have a bit of pressure here now. Puts his foot right through the back of the ball. 3 minutes of added time we are in. His kick went off to the same right-hand side for the same Burnley throw. Somebody needs to sort his 50p boots out. Burnley take the throw. Egan Riley gives it back to the Burnley keeper. Burnley with it now in their defence. Sunderland stepping back, happy to step off. 46 minutes in, still Sunderland 1, Burnley 0. Long ball forward for Burnley, finds space on the right-hand side, delivers into the centre. Oh, geez, that was the best opportunity Burnley has had. The looping ball came in from the right-hand side, and whatever he's called, bloody Hoot got on the end of it, but his head went wide of the post. He's got some height, that lad. Got to watch that ball. That's the one for them. He's definitely got some height in that box. Sunderland happy to take the time. I'll figure out how to pronounce this guy's name by the 90th minute. I can guarantee you that. Right now, struggling. Patterson taking his time to take this one. Puds his foot through it. Off to the other side this time. Job tries to find his head to the end of it, but Burnley get a foot through it and put it down the right-hand side. Only as far as Elise, who again puts his foot through it. Nice bit of football tennis going on one side to the other. Back with the keeper who rolls it to their centre-back. Burnley got it in defence here now. 1-2 with the centre-backs. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it back to him. I'm not going to say it. It's on the right-hand side. Comes back to the Burnley centre-backs here again. Egan Riley with it. Looks like he's got no option. It's just 1-2 between the centre-backs inside their own half with 30 seconds left to go of the added time. No rush here from Burnley whatsoever. Comes out the left-hand side. Roberts gets a foot on it to put it out for a Burnley throw. They take the throw quickly. Goes all the way back to Egan Riley in defence. And then, E. Steve and then Egan Riley. And Mundle takes a bundle over the player. There's a hole. Oh, did he have some afters there? Oh, that was naughty. Looks like Mundle had a kick afterwards. The whistle's gone, though, for half-time, so there'll be no card. But, yeah, it looked like Mundle gave the guy a kick after the whistle had gone. Half-time, then. 1-0. Mundle, the scorer. Absolutely superb. What do we think so far of this first half? I don't know if any of the guys from the stadium will be joining us. Potentially. Let's wait and see if they come and join us here. Let's have a look in the chat, see what I've missed. All right, okay. We're discussing Middlesbrough. I'm sorry, I'm with mixed deals on this one. Middlesbrough is the same as any other game. It's not a derby. It's never been a derby. It's a poor man's derby. Mr. Houdini took us till the last minutes of half-time to get a good ball. Yeah, well, I mean, Mr. Houdini, to be fair, Burnley's just going for that long ball every time. If it's not working after 45 minutes, you've got to change your tactics, I'm afraid. Black Cat says, cheers for this from Macam in Japan. We are all over the world. SAFC Fan TV worldwide. 122 people watching. I have no idea. I'm going to check what the likes are on. It better be over 100 likes at halftime. Otherwise, I'm going to do absolutely nothing about it and just be a bit upset. Let's have a look. Here I am. Go away. 62 likes. 63 likes. Come on. 120 of you. It's half time. You've nothing else to do. I will wait a minute while you go and like the stream. That's all it took. Come on, hit that like button. Really does help the channel. 513, 51 Edge, not 513G. 51 Edge. Why is that? I don't know what you're trying to say with that name. Anyway, Mundell looks much better on the left than the right. Yeah, we've known that. Even when he's come on for 5-10 minutes, he does look much better on that left-hand side, much more comfortable. Mixed Steels McD says, good half, let off the last 15 minutes, but expected with how much pressing we're doing. Mr. Hoodie, to be fair, with about 0.80 XG, we scored 5 last game. Are you counting the pass back to the Cardiff keeper as one of your goals that you scored? Come on, let's not clutch at straws here. Steels McD says, just surprised to see a team with good players like Burnley playing Route 1 League 2 footy. I mean, to be fair to Burnley, when you're that team that goes into the Premier League, that's kind of your option against the bigger teams. So if that's what they're used to playing like, maybe they're translating down here. Blurry face chat, what is the chance of being more than 7 corners? Oh, I think there's been more than 7 now already, hasn't there? I don't know the stats quite at this stage. Getting flashbacks to the Dyche era. I'm sure they've still got the pub across from the Burnley Stadium named after him. I'm sure it's still there. I think Wilson should be playing. Charlie can't put him in on the first game. You got to break a player like that in. And you can't take Mayenda straight out because he scored 2 in the last one. Got to give the lad a chance. It would have been nice. I think by the next game, you'll see Wilson on the bench and you'll see him get 30 minutes. And within a few games, if Mayenda's not on form, he'll be in there full time. I would like to see what this Paveda can do, to be fair. Be nice. I don't get the whole XG thing, so you guys are on your own with that one. You could say 6.5 million XG, and I'd say, yeah, okay, sounds right. I've no idea. Tuned in from QE with a snapped tibia and torn ligament. Oh, William Walker, I feel your pain. I've got metal down the front of my leg. I got 3 breaks in the tib and 3 in the fib at the same time playing football. It's not a nice experience. Well, Dyche is going down with Everton this year. They're shambles. The king is dead. Long live the king. Can we see the half-time scores here? Let's see if we can get the scores around. What's the scores? George does. Championship. Let's see what's going on here. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. So we had full time today. Bristol and Coventry drew. QPR Plymouth drew. That's a good result for Plymouth Argyle, to be fair. My accumulator would have been definitely out the window. Half time, Watford 1, Derby County 1, Blackburn Rovers 1, Oxford United 1, Stoke City 1, West Brom 2, Preston 1, Luton Town 0. That's a surprising one. I thought Luton should be doing better at the moment. Sunderland 1, Burnley 0. No surprise there. Superior team, obviously. Norwich 1, Sheffield United 1, Middlesbrough 1, Pompey 2. Up the Pompey. Yeah, there we go. Loving it. Loving it. Let's get back to where we were on this. Don't sue me, Google. There we go. That's what we're at. Oh, there we go. Let's have a look at the stats at halftime. 7 shots to their 1, but only 1 on target. It's not great, is it? 41 possession to their 59%. That possession stat is not a true reflection of the game, though. That is mostly them just sitting with it in defence, and we're just watching them going, what are you doing? 209 passes, 86% pass accuracy. 4 fouls to their 9. 1 yellow card apiece, and only 1 corner. Has there only been 1 corner? I thought there'd been more than that. Crazy. Yeah, there we go. Let's pull the lineups back up to where we are. There we are. Excellent. So, Conrad was considering joining us, but clearly the pea, the pie, and the pint have took priority. So he's probably not joining us at halftime now. Doesn't want to give me a break. Shocking behaviour. What are our likes on, guys? 118 of you hanging around at halftime. I hope you've all hit the thumbs up button. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. 75. 75. Quick math. There's 116 in there. So that's 30. What's that? Oh, I don't know. 36 of you that have not hit the like button. Come on, hit the like button, guys. Helps the channel, helps me gloat to the other presenters to say, I'm wonderful. Let's have a look what you're saying in the chat. Likey, tick, click, done. Nice. I assume that means you've done it, Martin Lewis. Much appreciated. Mr. Houdini, to be fair, my title dreams are going away after selling about half of the squad and others just in the squad not playing like Weghorst. Okay. Well, to be honest, when we did our predictions on this channel for who you thought would win the league, I had Burnley winning the league. Sunderland coming second. So interesting how that might pan out by the end of the season. 9 goals for Burnley in the last 2 games and only 1 shot on the target this game. Excellent job for the defence. It's not even the defence, to be fair. I would credit the midfield with that all day long. Job and Rigg putting them tackles in, dispossessing them early on has been superb. Here's Conrad, late to the party. Played really shame we took. English speak much you. Foot off the gas. Shame we took the foot off the gas after scoring all over these. Doesn't look like we've took the foot off the gas to me. It looks like pretty well stomped down. There's the safe standing area. Looks pretty cool up there. Give us a wave if you're in the safe standing area. Wave to the camera so I can see you. The Burnley are getting burned. You're doing a great job as always, Mike, but I'm off the roof, so I'm having a Keith's beer and watching it on TV. You can watch it on TV, just mute it and listen to my sultry, lovely tones instead. Don't ask. I have no idea. I've lost the plot. This is what energy drinks do to me. Cara Murphy battering them. Looks like it, but I'm not comfortable at 1-0. I don't know about you guys, but we've seen too many 1-0s go into the second half. I'd like to see Paveda come on and see what he can do. Burnley decimated by injuries. Fully expect you to win 3-0. Makes a change. It's the other team decimated by injuries. That's usually our story. But yeah, they just seem to be playing this long ball, this route one tactic, Burnley. It's like, and luckily, we're not biting at all. You know, the defence isn't pulling up too far forward. And when that long ball's gone in, Elise or O'Nine have both comfortably dealt with it. Both made key interceptions and key tackles in that first half. Definitely vital. Let's check the likes. Come on. Let's check the likes. You've got to get me past 100. What is going on? There's about 35 here just not pulling your weight. I don't know what's happening, guys. It's not that difficult. 90. 10 more likes. Come on, if you've not done it. If you're on a mobile device, just close the chat, hit the like button, reopen the chat. Job's a good one. Only need 10 more to hit that 100. 100 by half time. Winning. It was my birthday on the 13th and we lost to Preston. Oh dear. Oof. You need to ask for better. You need to ask for a win for your birthday. You've got to request it. Mr. Houdini, yeah, to be fair, we're missing the midfield and yous are just playing better. Yeah, to be fair. I mean, this might all be a different road when different story when we go to Burnley. When you come to Burnley, because I'm in Burnley. So we shall see. But it's interesting. It's one of our best starts to a season in a long time if we can secure this win in a very long time. Before I was born. It must be a long time. Missing our best centre-back, not playing recognised striker, and Sol Clark playing really well. It's true. It's true. It's not like we're at full strength either. The team's kind of took a hit with Clark going. Ballard is on the bench, which is a good sign that he's coming back from injury. But to be fair, 09 and Elise have bossed it. You're not missing Clark. Clark who? If Clark was here, Mundell wouldn't have been on the pitch and he wouldn't have scored. Would Clark have scored? Who knows? Don't look a gift horse in the mouse. Mundell in the mouse. I can't even speak. Mundell's the way forward. O'Shea's away to Brentford or Wolves. Mundell looks good. He does, Curtis. He really does. I've said that when he's come on and just done like the bits of time he's done, definitely got a lot of potential. Needs that match experience, which clearly he's going to get over these next few games. If we could just get a striker firing on all cylinders, this team would be unstoppable. My prediction at the start of the season, Curtis, much to the dismay of my fellow SAFC Fan TV presenters, who are all terrible, terrible pessimists, I said second, only second to Burnley. So I could be persuaded for first. Can you imagine going up as champions this season in this beautiful new Hummel kit? Oh, be awesome. And then Jack Clark sitting on the Ipswich team bench passes us on their way down as we go up. The mad mistake. Terry's in the house. How you doing, Terry? I've had lots of energy drinks, Terry, to try and channel my inner mad mistake and give the people the enthusiasm you often give. He predicted 2-1. We're currently at 1-0. Technically, we're both right at the moment, Terry, because I predicted 5-4, which was a 1-0 deficit, and your 2-1's a 1-0 deficit. So we've both got the gap right. You were negative as hell, Mike. You thought we'd be hammered by 3-0 by Cardiff. You haven't been positive. I'm genuinely, it's like Sleepy Board Games, genuinely, I'm probably the most positive like results and expectations out of all the SAFC Fan TV lot. Cardiff was different because we've just got this thing with Welsh teams. And we only just broke it at the end of last season where Welsh teams are our bogey teams. So I apologise, Sleepy Board Games. It was a bump in the road. You're at the same match against Swansea. Have we been good in your opinion? I'm at a wedding, going to watch it later. Yes, to be fair, Terry, we've been playing that Labrise high press the whole time, keeping the pressure on, standing off when we need to. But Burnley seem to be playing this Route 1 football with the long ball, and it's not working out. Elise and 09 both cutting out vital interceptions. So as far as I'm concerned, we've done well so far. Very well. Wilson on the left, Mundell and Meander together up front. Interesting. Yeah, Wilson. I've heard Wilson can play as wing, but I assume we've signed Wilson as the centre forward at this stage. Terry is negative. I agree. Cardiff beat us at the Stadium of Light, but not at Cardiff City Stadium. Yeah, but it's not just Cardiff. I've just always had it in my back of my head, like Swansea and stuff like that. Welsh teams we always seem to struggle against for a long time. We had like a terrible record against them. But, you know, that's over now. That's broken. No more negative, Mike. Our midfield poking great. The far whole team. I was on the song. Cheers, mate. I honestly want Roku Simuk to Sunderland. Do you? Charlie, his stats look terrible. Like 30-odd games, he got 6 goals. For a striker, that's not somebody I'm really desperate to sign. Meander does look class, I think, to be fair. 2 goals in 4 games. That's a better record than Roku. We're already off, by the way. We've kicked off. Long ball forward came there, searching for Mundle. It's a throw to Sunderland on this left-hand side. Sirkin to take it. Takes it, gives it to Job. Back to Sirkin, who tries to get it past his man, but is dispossessed. Trying to make up for it now here. Burnley passing a lot better in this half to start with. Goes all the way back to their keeper. Sunderland continuing this high press. Job coming in. Support. The pressing they're doing is very well done and very together. Get the tackle in. It goes out for a Burnley throw on this near side. Take the throw quickly to Foster. Foster back to Masengo. Masengo back to Steve. Out on the left with Burnley. Looking to make a dent here. Stray ball just gets rolled off and Job picks it up. Nice little back heel to Roberts, who then puts it all the way back to Elise. Elise out the left to Sirkin. Sirkin will pass it forward here to Mundle and will overlap. Mundle gets the back heel, but not quite straight enough. It goes out for a throw halfway inside the Burnley half. Burnley to take this throw here with Roberts. Long ball down this left-hand side to their number 6, back to their keeper. Now with Steve, back to Egan Riley, who is on the yellow card. Put pressure on that man. He's on the yellow card. Out to the far left-hand side. Burnley on the halfway line. Sunderland standing off a bit more now, letting them have that possession. They have had the lion's share percentage-wise of possession, but not really done that much with it. Long ball forward here for Burnley. On the floor this time. They retain the possession. It's inside the Sunderland half. Dink forward, and Neil gets his head to it. But gets fouled in the process. I believe it's a Sunderland free kick halfway inside our own half. Still Sunderland 1, Burnley 0. Goes all the way back to Patterson. Patterson out to the right to 09. 09's got Hume up in front of him. Hume will take it. He's got a man on his back. Gets fouled straight away. And it'll be a Sunderland free kick. 09 flies in to take that one quickly. Trying to get the advantage. But Roberts knock on. Oh, it comes straight. Could be. Oh, it nearly fell nicely for Mienda. The keeper was out to it quickly. Roberts gets it back in, but Burnley get it clear. Oh, that was nearly Mienda jumping onto the back of a mistake there. Unlucky. The ball back from number 8, Brownhill, to the keeper was just sold short, and Mienda was running onto it, but the keeper had to come sliding out of the penalty area to kick it out. Sunderland have possession now, back with 09, gives it to Patterson in goal. Patterson, ball forward, dangerous ball, but clever, to Dan Neil. Dan Neil gives it to Job. Job out to the left to Mundle. Mundle's got one in front of him, cuts in on the inside. He's got another one. He takes it past Machingo. He's taking it past 1, 2, 3. He's going to have a shot, but it's deflected out by a Burnley player. Goes as far as Roberts. Roberts lays it off to Hume. Hume puts it back out right to Roberts. Sold him way too long on that one, and Roberts couldn't keep it in. That was an overpowered pass by Hume. Unlucky. Mundle looking really good, taking on 2 or 3 players there. Just didn't quite get that shot off without the interception in there. Mad mistake. Does anyone else feel like Terry is your dad? That's separated from your mum and you only see him at weekends, and the weekend's the best part of the week. That was very in-depth, Martin Lewis. I love that one. Sunderland with possession here. Sirkin on the left-hand side gives it to Mundle. Mundle back to Elise. Elise gives it to Dan Neil. Gives it to 09, who's at the centre circle here. Passes it out right to Roberts. Roberts has got the overlap with Rigg, but he cuts on the inside instead. Roberts tried to slot one through the middle. Job tries to get the help on. Roberts comes in and picks it off. Delivers it into the centre, but Burnley get the stop on before it could get to Mienda. Excellent play from Roberts. Maybe he should have gone for the shot there instead of the P roller across the board. And Yeah, Burnley will be taken down. Yellow card there will be earned by Hume for taking a player down in the centre circle. Bit of a silly tackle, that one by Hume. 121 people in the stream. Don't forget to hit the like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We will be trying to do this for every single game this season. Don't quote me on that because, you know, life happens. But we'll do our best. But loads of content on the channel. And if you remember, there's even more content and chances to win shirts for 50p a week. Bargain. Burnley took this one short. It's with the Burnley defence now. Egan Riley to Steve. All the way across to the right-hand side here. Burnley probing for this way through. This is why they have the lion's share of the actual possession tactic, is because they're just trying to find a way through. Sunderland happy to stand off and let them try and wait for that opportunity to present itself. Rob Balfour says we've hit 100 likes. 103 says Mackham 1973. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. 100. I'm going to count that as halftime. 100 likes by halftime. Superb. So 200 by full time then, yeah? No problems. Excellent. Nope. I'm more than happy with that. Superb. We are 51 and a half minutes in. It's a Sunderland free kick. Patterson will take it on the edge of his area. Long ball forward from Patterson. He just reminded us there that Hume got that yellow card. The head on from a Burnley player, puts it out for a throw. Mundle picks it up to take one quickly, but doesn't have many options around him. That's a hell of a mustache from Roberts on the Burnley side. That's a statement piece. Header back by Masengo to the keeper. Very cleverly done. And Burnley will have Burnley will start from the back again. Out to the right. The pressure's on very early on. Mienda's right up there, hassling them all. Burnley tried to take it past, but O'Nine's in there. Loops the ball forward, trying to find Mundle. Burnley intercept again. Only as far as O'Nine yet again. O'Nine on this left-hand side. He's got a lease with him. Tries to put it forward. Gets thrown out for a... gets put out for a Sunderland throw. Hits Scott Parker. He rubs his shoe off like he's really upset that we've scuffed his shoe. Get out the way. Get in your technical area. Book him. Zirkin to take this one. He's got Job with him. He's throwing it long forward here, trying to find... he finds Mienda, but Mienda can't control it. He goes out for a Burnley throw halfway inside their own half at this near side. 53 minutes gone. Still Sunderland 1, Burnley 0. Burnley with Steve 2. Egan Riley back to their keeper, who's Trafford, to Steve again. Out to the left-hand side, trying to find a way through. Couldn't even get it forward. It's a Sunderland throw. Burnley struggling to find their way out of their own half at the moment. Sunderland throw on the far side, halfway inside the Burnley half. They've definitely got the height advantage on some of our players. I mean, it's not difficult to have a height advantage on Roberts, but, you know, it's Job with it now in the centre. Turns his man, looking for options. Puts it in. Puts it right to Riggs' feet. It kind of hits his feet and bounces off a Burnley player. So we get the corner out of it, but it seemed like a wasted opportunity, that to me. Mick Steele says the Burnley keeper's made of glass. Yeah, Michael, he's been given bad advice from his agent, but we move on. Yeah, that's what it is. It is what it is. Shocked. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Michael. He's talking to Michael Gundy. Shocked at Clark moving on to Ipswich. Thought he'd go to a better team. They could have come straight back down. I think they will be going straight back down, to be fair. I've no idea. Has anybody got an update on the Man City Ipswich score? It was 3-1 last time I saw. Mundle going to take this corner now. Here we go. Sunderland lined up, looked like a set piece from the training ground, delivered into the centre. Didn't get past the first Burnley player. Gets kicked out. Hume will pick it up on the right-hand side, gives it to Mundle. Mundle on the right now. He's going to make a run, try and deliver it into the centre. Gets a deflection. It's with Sirkin, who gets a shot off, but it hits a Burnley player. And Burnley get it out for another Sunderland throw on this right-hand side. He goes for the shot, but it's no power in it, and he miskicks it. So, yeah, just watching the replay there. 15 million plus 5 million in additionals, so 20 million altogether, Mr. Houdini. But the percentage of that is gone from the original signing. I think we signed away 30%. Or thereabouts. Nobody knows the exact figure. Everyone thinks they do. Sunderland with it now, dispossession with Rigg, but he doesn't get it past the Burnley Masengo. Masengo gets it forward here. 09 runs onto it, cuts Foster out. Back to Patterson. Foster doesn't look in any urgency to put any pressure on for Burnley. Pass it out to the right-hand side. Now it's in the centre with Job. Job to Sirkin. Sirkin across to Dan Neil. Dan Neil go all the way to the right-hand side and then back to 09, who gives it back to Patterson. Patterson will put a foot through it this time. Long ball forward, finds the head of Job, but Job can't quite get the head on in the path of Rigg. What he was looking for comes to the Burnley keeper, Trafford, who puts his foot through it. He plays very far forward, Trafford. He plays quite far out of his net a lot of the time. Masengo for Burnley now puts it out to the right-hand side. Burnley looking a bit more dangerous here, coming through the centre. Sunderland players all around them. Unnecessary foul by Mundle. When you've got three, this is the experience you need, Mundle. You need to read the room. There's three players around him. He's going nowhere. The foul is not necessary. He wasn't even coming towards goal. Still 3-1, says Charlie. Not a problem. You need it's good day for fantasy football. It's a good day for fantasy football. Mundle's looking awesome. Mayenda's looking threatening sometimes, but not as dangerous as he has been. So not sure if it was just a one-off the other week, but we shall see. Mundle's slotting in, no problem. Free kick here now. Brownhill over it, as well as is that Perez? Looks like Brownhill's going to be taking this one. Nope. Perez takes it. Looping ball all the way over the net. Didn't even get to anyone. I don't know if that was a shot, a delivery, or what, but it was a complete waste. Next time, I think Brownhill will be taking that. Lucas Perez could take a running jump. Keep them coming like that, Burnley. We can survive them ones. 58 minutes gone. 118 people in the stream. Still Sunderland 1, Burnley 0. That beautiful goal by Mundle. Mundle scored off Roberts' bundle. There we go. Quote me on that one. Sirkin battling for this one. Burnley coming down on the right-hand side now. Opportunity for a shot. Elise slides in front of it. Great. And looks like a Sunderland player was dragged down. Looks like Rigg was dragged down, but nothing given. Now Masengo puts it back to Egan Riley. Now it's over on the right-hand side with Burnley. Back to Masengo. Masengo tries to deliver one down the right-hand side, and it goes out for a Sunderland throw halfway inside our own half. Burnley look like they've turned it up a gear, putting a bit more pressure on now. So we need Sunderland to do the same. Come on, lads. Here we go. Throw taken. Pressure here from Burnley. All over. Yep, the foul's going to be called. He's all over Sirkin's back. Great way to relieve that pressure in that corner. Sunderland free kick. 59 minutes gone. Sunderland 1, Burnley 0. Come on. I don't like 1-0s. That's what I'm like with 1-0s. No one warming up as it looks like at the moment. No immediate changes. Burnley on the attack again. Job there in the centre trying to dispossess, but Burnley still have it. Out to the right-hand side. All the way back to Egan Riley. Back to E-Steve. E-Steve to Egan Riley. Egan Riley gets one forward down the right-hand side, but yeah, Looked like it should have took a deflection, how skewed it went, but it didn't. And it's a Sunderland throw about the halfway line. Mayenda's man-marked in this one at the moment. Sirkin going to take this, looking for his options. Could go straight to 09 there. No. Goes down the left-hand side to find Mayenda, who tries to keep possession but is getting battled by two of them. Gets kicked out to the right-hand side. It's a Burnley throw just in front of the technical area here. Burnley throw goes all the way back to their defence to Egan Riley, who's looking for a way through, gives it to E. Steve. Pressure on from Sunderland here. We've got this high press happening again. Back to the Burnley keeper, Trafford. Puts it out onto the right-hand side to Roberts. Intercepted there beautifully. Mundell now with it. Gives it back to Sirkin. Sirkin all the way back to 09. 09 to Patterson. Patterson's got Hume with him to the right. Gives it to Hume. Hume will put his foot right through it down the right-hand side. Long, long ball. Not going to anyone. Trafford's way out of the area, takes that and passes it to Burnley. Seemed like Patterson must have seen somebody that nobody else saw, because there was nobody even in the vicinity of that one. Right. It's E. Steve and Egan Riley, the two centre-backs for Burnley. Just passing it back and forth here. Looking down to the right now for Roberts. To the centre to Foster. Foster with it now. He's got three Sunderland men around him. All the way back to E. Steve. Needs to just be called Steve. I don't like E. Steve. Egan Riley forward now to the right-hand side. To the Roberts. Sirkin getting absolutely shoulder barged off the ball yet again. Flying rugby tackle from the Burnley player, but doesn't make contact. I think it goes out for a Sunderland goal kick. 62 minutes in. 125 people in the stream. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. We won't miss a single game through us. And also some great content and banter throughout the year. And news. We bring you news as well when we can. Sometimes it's a rumour, so don't shoot me. But, you know, keep an eye on the shorts for any news that we hear. Sunderland free kick here. Patterson's going to take it. Alicia looks solid. RBL has decisions once Ballard is back. I think Ballard's back. He's on the bench, right? I believe Ballard's on the bench, so must be fit enough. Good tackle there by Elise. Speak of the devil. What's going on here? Free kicks being offsides was given against Sunderland. Burnley take a free kick quickly backwards. Now trying to work their way down this right-hand side again. Mundell and Sirkin keeping that pressure on superbly. It goes out for a Sunderland throw. Regis Lebris. The Chris Coleman looking guy stood there. Definitely looks like Chris Coleman. Don't care what anyone else says. Sunderland free kick here. Soft tackles. It's just getting a bit ridiculous now. We definitely need another goal. We need another attack. We need to turn it up a gear. We have definitely slowed down the pace. 09 out to the right to Roberts, back to 09. Puts it across to Patterson. Patterson to Elise. Foster coming with some pace, trying to put the pressure on Elise, who gets it forward, trying to find Mundell or Mayenda, both of them there. Unlucky. Rigg gets in, gets a great tackle, goes down. Job picks up the pieces, but then the pass is terrible by Job. Trying to find Roberts, gives it to Perez for Burnley. Burnley now with E. Steve to Egan Riley. Egan Riley back to E. Steve. High press still happening from Sunderland. Rigg looks like the furthest man forward at that stage, trying to put it down the left-hand side. Don't get caught in this counter. Great tackle there by 09. Gives it to Dan Neal. Dan Neal's got Job next to him. gives it all the way across to Sirkin. Sirkin gives it to Mundle on the left-hand side. Mundle's got one man in front of him. Sirkin going for the overlap. Mundle gives it back to Job. Job to Elise. Elise across to 09, who's in the centre circle here. Puts it out to the right to Roberts, halfway inside the Burnley half. Roberts threads one through to Hume. Hume's in a great position. Gives it to Mayenda, who's in the box. Oh, looks like he got taken down, but it was just deflected into the keeper's hands. Again, still think Roberts should have took the shot there yet again. Actually, Hume, sorry, should have gone for the shot. He had the momentum. Instead, he gives it to Mayenda, who has two men on his back. It's not the greatest choice. Does get taken down in the box. Dodgy, that one. Very dodgy. We're back in play anyway with a sliding tackle from Elise to stop the momentum of Burnley. Furious Burnley player there. Elise is in a lot of pain with his shoulder here. Worrying this one. He's in a lot of pain. Elise with his shoulder. Carrying on, but wincing. Screaming and holding his shoulder as he carries on. Could see the return of Ballard sooner than we think here. Offside called against Burnley as they make an attack down this right-hand side. Are we going to see a substitution here? Is Elise all right? Ballard should be playing, says Charlie. I don't trust Elise. Elise has been absolutely on point this game, I'm afraid. Try the French pronunciation. It's Esteve. Esteve, is that right? Esteve. I like Steve. Sounds like something from Minecraft. All our fans call him Steve, says Missini. There we go. There they go, Steve, when he gets it. When can Isador play? He can play. He's signed. It's done. He's just not gonna. They're not gonna bring him in that quick. He's probably going to get bench and some game time next week. We've got a corner here from Burnley. Yet again, the EFL cameraman and director working incredibly well together to not show us what happened until it suddenly appears somewhere else. Roberts for Burnley taking this corner. Takes it short. Something from the training ground. Delivered into the centre. Looked like the head of Rig got it away. It's to Mundle. Mundle now with some pace. Takes a... Oh, he saw the keeper off his line. I wonder what happened there. He saw the keeper off his line and took a shot from beyond the halfway line, just trying his luck. But he did have two players around him. Maybe a wasted opportunity. Did have options. Could have carried on. Could have waited for backup. Unfortunate. Yeah, just over the halfway line. He did see him off the line. But yeah, things like that you've got to be sure of, buddy. You've got to be sure of. Can you imagine? Here we go. Burnley's got it up and now halfway as far as Sirkin. Sirkin gets it to Job, who gets a knock on to the head. Who's holding his back there? Is that Rig holding his back? Burnley with it now in the centre. Sliding tackle from Job. Yeah, says he gets the ball. Caught the man as well. Free kick taken quickly by Burnley out to the left-hand side. Burnley definitely have seen more of the attack in this half than they did the first half. Through into the centre, cut out wonderfully by Sirkin. Sirkin's got Mundle in front of him, delivers it to Mundle. Mundle's got one man in front of him, slowed right down, cut into the right-hand side, gets it all the way across to Mayenda, who tries a cheeky little dink in the centre. Roberts picks it up on the edge of the box. Roberts will go for a shot, but it takes a deflection, loops over. I think it should be a corner. I can't tell because the cameraman decided to stop filming it before it went out. It looks like it's gone for a corner. I am on 69 minutes and 20 seconds, and it's a corner to Sunderland. Roberts going over to take this one. Ballard is there on the sideline, warming up and stretching. Nice to see him fit again. Can't wait to see him back on the pitch. No subs yet. Eager to see what changes are going to be made by Labrie in this one. Corner delivered in. Doesn't get past the first Burnley man. Gets deflected out. I think there was something called. I think there was a foul called or something in the centre because play seemed to stop afterwards. Let's have a look here. Yeah, Rig steamrolled into one of their players. It was just a collision by the looks of it. Didn't look like anything sinister to me. 70 minutes in, Sunderland 1, Burnley 0. Long ball forward from the Burnley keeper. Dangerous ball. Hume has to deal with it, and he does. You can watch this on the Sunderland official website as long as you're not in the UK. Shot from nowhere from Burnley and came to nothing, went wide. Not sure what's going on there. Changes look like they're going to be made here. Let's have a look, see what's happening. Both teams making changes here by the looks of it. Chris Rigg coming off, and we'll see Brown going on by the looks of it. And for Burnley, Vinito going off. And didn't see who was going on, I'm sorry. Yeah, Rigg off, Brown on. I don't think there's anything bad. I don't think Riggs done anything bad, but like somebody just mentioned in the chat, don't want to see him get burnt out. He has done really well. So, and Vitino off and Sambo on for Burnley. Patterson puts his foot through this to the halfway line, picked up by Hume on the right-hand side. He's got Roberts with him. Back to Hume. Brown to Hume. To Roberts, back to Hume. Hume trying to take it past two men, gets dispossessed though. Burnley come away with it. It's a battle in that centre at the moment. Burnley managed to get it away in the centre circle. Pressure from Mayenda and Mundle. To the right-hand side. Foster with it now for Burnley. He keeps going very... Foster, for somebody who's supposed to play forward, plays very far back. Reminds us of some of our players. Burnley with possession here, just passing it amongst themselves. Estav and Egan Riley. There you go. That's the best I'm going to pronounce it. Roberts now for Burnley. Egan Riley. Is that Egan Riley? 6? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Egan Riley still on a yellow card. It's Brownhill now to Estev. Out to the left-hand side. There you go. Dispossessed by Roberts, who's on a run now. He's got Brown with him to his left. He's got Mayenda in the centre. He's got... Oh, he gives it to Mayenda, who offloads it to Brown. Mundle was out on the left, I was just going to say there as well. Roberts has it back now. He's got 3 men around him, Roberts. He's got options in the centre. Oh, it's Hume in the centre. It's bobbling around. Oh, it's Job. It's... Oh, Sirkin shot deflected off the keeper. Roberts has now got it. It's all over the place. Roberts is battling for it, manages to keep it, and gets fouled on the edge of the box there on the right-hand side. Jesus, that was a chaos, absolute chaos. Let's try and do a slow motion commentary. Hume keeps it in, loops it over. Job goes for the shot, miskicks it. Sirkin gets the shot off. The keeper gets his hands to it, deflects out, and it comes to Roberts, who ends up battling with 3 players all the way around, maintaining possession and getting fouled to give Sunderland a free kick on the edge of the area. I'm not apologising for dribbling. I just can't speak. 123 people in the stream. Superb. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you're new. Sunderland about to take this free kick. Here we go. Let's see what we can do with this one. It's faked. It's Roberts that takes it in the end. Goes right to the back corner. Looked like the keeper. Did the keeper get a hand to it? It looked like he jumped and swiped for it. Some Sunderland players calling for it, but it will be a Burnley goal kick. After the last few games, Roberts deserves a goal for me. He really does. I hope he gets one. 74, nearly 75 minutes gone. It's a Burnley goal kick. Keeper's pointing like it's going long, but his centre-backs are right there with him. comes all the way forward on 9, rises above his man to get the header on it, comes to Job. Job's getting pulled, shirt all over the place, and rightly so, the foul is given. This is the time to get your yellow card bets on, because this is when all the fouls start coming out. I am delayed. It's a double whammy, Mr. Izuku, because I might not be delayed, but by the time this goes out and through YouTube to you, there's where your delay hits. So I could be watching this live, real time, and you get a delay at your end because it's through YouTube. So nothing we can do about that, I'm afraid. Mundle trying to take it past 2 men, gets kicked out for a throw, taken quickly. Back with Mundle now. Mundle will deliver one, gets another deflection, comes out for a throw again. Dodds and Proctor are still there, though, Darren. Dodds and Proctor are still there. Well, Dodds is. I'm pretty sure Proctor is as well. Sunderland retained possession, comes all the way back to 09, out to Roberts on the right. Little 1-2. Roberts is making a run now. He's in a good position here. Roberts dinks one into the centre. Anybody there? Come on. Mundle should have took a shot first time. Gets taken down in the box. Come on. Oh, Burnley get it away. But Mundle missed an opportunity then. Should have definitely took that shot first time. Instead, tried to run it into the centre. Sunderland still with the ball here, down on the right-hand side, cut into the centre. Too little, too late. Mienda tries to take a shot, but there's no power in it whatsoever, and it just courses into the keeper's hands. No problem. RLB is very stingy with his subs. He's better in his subs than he who should not be named was. Mr. I'll wait till 85 minutes against the Mags to make any changes. You want to hear a corner tactic? Not sure what you mean by that. Anyway, Roberts here now out to the right-hand side. I'm not sure if that was a little time jump or not. To Brown. Brown gets it forward to Mayenda. Mayenda's on the right-hand side. Did he just let that go? Well, he didn't get tackled. He just let it go. Mayenda's really not on the ball here. I think 77 minutes. It's time to rest that lad, which is unfortunate after his 2 goals in the last game. Anything happening on the bench there? Not sure how fit Ballard is. He was just sat on the bench with his leg up. Anyway, ball comes forward from Burnley. Sunderland to get the possession back. It's with Patterson out to the right to 09. Is that 09? No, that's Hume. Sorry, couldn't see. The sun's in my eyes. Roberts dispossesses Burnley here. Gets absolutely mullered off the ball. Looks like there was a sniper in the crowd that definitely just took Roberts out. It was a full-on Call of Duty impact to the head. Went down. Deserving of an Oscar. Yeah, that was a good death by Roberts. It's the ender for Mayenda, it seems. Oh dear. Free kick to Sunderland, halfway inside their own half. 79 minutes gone. 09 to Hume. Back to 09. Cross to Elise. Elise coming forward with it now. Gives it to Job. Job gets it back to Dan Neil. Cross to Elise. Off a deflection. Back to Patterson. Pressure coming very high up on Patterson here. He has to get the ball away. And Burnley put it out for a Sunderland throw. Halfway inside the Sunderland half. We've got another change here. And yes, it is Mayenda coming off. And it is Rusin coming on. Let's see what Rusin can do now at this stage. This is the last chance for these lads to show something before we have strikers come through the door. 128 people watching the stream. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and all that wonderful stuff. You can become a channel member for $1.99 a month and get into the prize draws that are members' prize draws for shirts and all sorts of wonderful stuff. 80 minutes gone. Throw just taken there by Sirkin, who gets it back off Job, tries to take on his man, takes on one, but gets dispossessed. Burnley with the ball, gets a long ball forward down. Elise intercepts it. Sirkin off a Burnley hand, out for a Sunderland throw. Long throw there by Sunderland. Tried to find Rusin. No. Burnley have it now back. Today's attendance, 40,096. Yet again, we're recording attendances based on season ticket sales as well, so frustrates me that one. Long ball forward for Sunderland. For Burnley. Burnley's coming forward with it now on the left-hand side. Sunderland intercepting. 09 gets his foot through it, gets it to the halfway line. Brown manages to keep possession there. It's now with Rusin. Rusin now got Roberts to his right, gives it to Roberts and makes the run on. Brown in the centre asking for it. Roberts running through past two of his men. I don't know if that was a shot or what, but it went miles. I think it went out the stadium, that one from Roberts. Never mind. There's a plastic bag on the pitch. Somebody get the plastic bag. Never mind. Having beers in the stadium should be allowed. Having packs of crisps and plastic bags, that's what you need to ban. Beers don't blow around the pitch. Burnley throw. Back to Egan Riley. Across to Estef. Or Steve. Steve back to Egan Riley. To Roberts. On this right-hand side, Sunderland standing off here now. Long ball forward from Roberts, but intercepted by Sirkin. Comes back. Brown manages to pick it up in the middle, but loses possession. Egan Riley now puts it to the left-hand side. Left-hand side for Burnley coming down here. Sunderland backing off here a bit. Still with Burnley. All of Burnley inside the Sunderland half now. Definitely up the pressure in the last 10 minutes, Burnley. Sunderland need to rise to that now. Ball forward. Battled by and taken by Mundle. Does manage to get through. Looked like an off-the-ball foul on Sirkin, I think, that's being called there. But Mundle has gone down holding the back of his knee, hoping that's for time and not an actual injury. We cannot afford that injury. Yeah, it might be a bit of a dead leg. The knee might have went into the side of him. Yeah, I think that might be a bit of a dead leg. Oh, it's cramp. Or at least Sirkin's treating him like it's cramp. Just a bit of playing for a bit of time is Sunderland. Just put the rubbish in the bins. There's plenty. It's very simple, Darren, isn't it? It's very simple. I think it was last season. It was blowing around like a bloody tornado. It looked horrendous. The pitch was looking nice, though. Neil off. Are you seeing that? Or you must be ahead of me then, guys. No spoilers. What is going on? Oh, comes back to Job, hits him in the face. Burnley coming forward with it now. Out on the right-hand side with Roberts. Roberts making a run into the centre. Doesn't come to anything. With the keeper. How far ahead are you guys? Yeah, I'm watching the red card now, but I didn't see the foul because the EFL cameramen are crap. It's not. Is it going to show us a replay of what actually happened? Here we go. Did he get the ball? Even the replay is terrible. Oh, that's an angle we can see clearly. Oh my God. It looks like he was late. Late challenge. Dodds is not happy. Has Dodds gone to the same hairdresser as Sirkin? Has he got bleach blonde hair? Right, down to 10 men. 85 minutes in. Sunderland 1, Burnley 0. I apologise. Looks like I am a few minutes behind you guys. Nothing we can do about that now, this late stage. Shot came in from Burnley. Patterson goes down and gathers it comfortably. He was already on a yellow. I'm not sure if it was it a second yellow? Did he pull the yellow, then the red, or did he straight red it? I didn't see. The EFL cameraman was absolutely terrible on this one, as per usual. Long ball forward from Patterson now. Sunderland just have to maintain this now. I'll be happy with 1-0 if we can go in with this. But it'd be nice to see Rusyn score a goal. Burnley with possession here. Sunderland backing off. The pressure, the press has definitely disappeared. Sunderland really let off the brakes. Burnley are walking it halfway into a half. Cut out the pass Sirkin there, though. Lovely on the counter-attack now, Sunderland. But he's running into trouble into middle of 3 of them and swings and gets a foul. It's a Burnley free kick just inside the Burnley half. Great red and interception by Sirkin, but yeah, came to nothing in the end. Burnley now coming with it down the left-hand side. Yeah, it was a second yellow. Burnley trying to deliver it in. Good stop by Hume. Around the outside here now, Burnley probing for a way in. Sunderland with pretty much 11 men behind the ball. Looping ball. We can't play like this. We need to be more aggressive, more attacking. When we try and park the bus, it does not work for us. Get it clear down the right-hand side. Only is halfway into the Sunderland half where it's a Burnley throw. Throw taken quickly now. Burnley all the way forward. Their centre-backs are practically pushing on the attack here now at this stage. Sirkin intercepts it yet again. Well read by Sirkin. Could be potential for my man of the match, Sirkin, for this one. He's done really well. Substitution being made by Burnley at this stage. The guy I can't pronounce is coming off, and McNally is coming on. There we go. I can pronounce McNally. Put Ballard on, take a winger off. Good plan. Here we go. Burnley throw. It's going to be thrown all the way into the Sunderland box. Set for everyone. And Mundle gets a foot through it to get it away. All the way to the Trafford, who is practically at the halfway line for Burnley. Another long ball forward. They're just going to sustain this pressure. We need to get possession and we need to maintain it because it's not going to work otherwise. Easier said than done with a man down, but come on. 88.5 minutes gone on my screen. If you're ahead, please don't give me the spoilers. Looping ball in from Burnley, but it goes out to nothing. Looks like it should be a... Is it a goal kick? It is a goal kick to Sunderland. Mr. Houdini said, Burnley, we just subbed on a centre-back. Yeah, 1-0 down with a man advantage. What you need is another centre-back. Middlesbrough just got a penalty. Roberts off, Triantis on, Mundle off, Ballard on. Is this happening, Mick, or is this your advice? In the centre now with Sunderland. Long ball forward. Mundle touched the guy in front and he Mundle bundled him over. And it's a free kick to Burnley. 89.5 minutes gone. Here we go. Yeah, Roberts is off. Who did? Yeah, Roberts off, Triantis on, Mundell off, Ballard on. So, well, it's Roberts that's coming off for Ballard officially, according to this. And then Mundell will be coming off for Triantis, then I assume. Job coming to the sideline there. City have made it 4. Who scored, Mr. Houdini? Yeah, Mundell off for Triantis. 90 minutes gone. I didn't see the board held up yet for the time, probably because the subs were going on. 4 minutes of added time. 4 minutes of added time. 90 and a half minutes gone on my screen. 1-0 to Sunderland. Burnley with possession. Haaland to complete the hat-trick. Nice. Brian Scotian-Mackham says 4 minutes as well. Long ball forward for Burnley. Burnley's everything to do in this one. Sunderland just need to try and keep possession. Good battle in there for Sunderland. Who was that got taken down? Didn't see, but he's still on the deck. Sunderland win the free kick inside their own half. It was Brown that got mullered there off 6 ways from Sunday. I'm not sure where they got 4 minutes from. I'm really not. But anyway, 91 and a half minutes gone. Can we go into this? Can we beat Burnley? Can we go top of the league? What's the Watford score? Somebody get the Watford score quick. Long ball forward for Sunderland. Burnley come away with it though. Sirkin's there to hoof it back off into the yonder. Triantis. Why is it? Was there a bleach going around the changing room? Has everybody just decided to bleach the hair all of a sudden? Now I'm going to mix up Sirkin and Triantis all the time. Lise are going to take this throw. It's just in front of Reggie Labrie in the technical area. Long throw forward, trying to find Rusin. Does find Rusin. Rusin manages to keep it in. Well played by Rusin. The Burnley player puts it out. It's a Sunderland throw in line with the Burnley box, this near side. Watford 2, Derby 1. So as it stands, we would go top for this. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. I had to, sorry. Sirkin throws to Rusin, who's got 3 around him, battling galore. Free kick given to Burnley. All the way back here. Egan Riley protesting because they're taking they try to take the quick one way ahead. Taken quickly now. Long ball forward from Burnley. Surging ball. Good head there by Hume to keep it away. Rusin comes in with a head as well. Rusin making a menace of himself. Fouls number 14, Roberts, near the centre circle. Rusin will get a yellow card for his troubles. Professional yellow. 93 minutes and 20 seconds of 4 minutes gone. Come on. Half a minute. Don't tell me it's full time. Don't tell me. Stop spoiling it. Ruin my life. It's a free kick to Burnley here. Coming right in. The pressure is all on Sunderland now on the edge of the box here. Oh, dangerous area. Burnley skirting around the edge of the Sunderland box. All the Sunderland players are in the centre here trying to get away. 3 jump up for a head. 1 ends up on the deck. He's down holding his head. Sunderland still battling here to get it away. Rusin manages to get the hoof through it and get it off. Not sure what's going on here. And the whistle's gone. There we go. Whistle's gone. Burnley not happy. 1-0 Sunderland. Nothing stopping us this season with 10 men. Come on. How are the lads? What do you think of that? Was anyone's predictions right at the start? Let's have a look. Brian Scotian-Mackham said it would be 3-2, so he got the deficit right. Ben Rowland said 2-1. We've all got the deficit right by 1 goal. Nobody got 1-0. Nobody got 1-0. But what a result. Who'd have thought that would have been 1-0? The amount of goals Burnley scored in the last 2 games and Sunderland combined. Top of the league. Can we look at it? Can we see it? You know, let's cement this moment. Was it a live update of the table? Oh, isn't it beautiful? I know it's early doors, but isn't it beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? Doesn't that look like where we belong? 3 played, 3 wins, goal difference of +7, 9 points in the bag. Who's stopping us? Jack who? Never heard of him. Don't know what you're talking about. Ah, dear. Thank you for all joining me. I'm going to hang around for 5 minutes just in case any of our SAFC Fan TV lot want to join me from full time at the stadium. Potentially not, but, you know, we shall see. Let me know what you think. Who's your man of the match? It's a close one for me, but I really do think Sirkin did absolutely brilliantly. The whole defence, the defence in general, all did well. It's bad times when Ballard's going to struggle to get back into a team. But, I mean, you might argue O'Nine's not a centre-back, but still, what a performance. What an absolute performance. Mick D said he said 1-0. Did you? I mean, I didn't start. Mick D, I had you. Oh, you did. You did. There you go. Mick Steele said, I had a 1-1 draw, but appears a few Burnley players not playing, so I'll go 1-0 Sunderland. There we go. Anyone needs help with the bets? Go and check out Mick D's. He'll give you the advice. Black Cat says, cheers. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. What likes did we get to in the end? Let's have a quick update of that and see what is going on. We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. 119 likes. Oh, you guys are the best. Awesome. Sirkin, man of the match, says Brian Scotia Mackham. But Rig and Jobs, Steve Jobs in the middle. Rig and Job in the middle were huge for us. Yeah, a lot of our defence came from that centre, dispossessing him in the centre. And that high press that Reggie Lebris got us playing, I'm a massive fan of. This is how we should have been playing for the last 2 or 3 seasons. Steels agrees, Sirkin for sure, man of the match. 3 games, no goals against, goal leaves. Nice, yes. Good times. It's a good time to be a Sunderland fan. It's the kit. It's got to be, right? It's dazzling the opposition. So, will we miss Jack Clark? Obviously, we'd have rather kept hold of him, but Mundell makes an impact straight away. Starts a game, scores the goal that wins against the potentially league favourites to put us top of the league. Let me just ping the SAFC group and see if anyone's joining me. I don't want to go off if somebody does want to join at the end. I know Philly potentially will be about doing fan cams at the stadium. So if you see him, go and get yourself on a fan cam. Let us know your thoughts. Again, I'd like to say thank you. If you've not hit like, do so. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We'll try and bring you every single game we possibly can with a different commentary team every week by the looks of it so far. And yeah, join as a member. $1.99 a month does support the channel. At the moment, it's pretty much supported by Philly's back pocket, which is getting lighter and lighter without your support. So become a member and help us keep this going. Sleepy board games. Anybody negative today will never be happy. Outstanding results. Burnley were dominated. They couldn't land anything on us. Exactly. I couldn't agree more. Sleepy board games. I will do a little review on my channel, which is, by the way, while I've got you all here, at Black Cats Nation. That's my channel. It's just got little bits on there, but I'll do a review on there afterwards as well. Cracking performance today from Rooster Coburn. Yes, Rooster Coburn. When you get the approval of John Wayne, that's when you know you've made it. I'm getting no reply from all them lot. They're probably too busy celebrating the stadium. So I am going to love you and leave you. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for everyone in the chat. Thank you to the members for continuing to support the channel. And we'll see you all in the next one. Bye.